She said, I bet you can't get a response from me. And OP said, you can't play hard to get when you're hard to want. I know from experience.
Would you like some aloe vera? You just got burned.
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. Welcome back to ReddX, or, for the first time, welcome, I suppose. We're getting into some r/Tinder today. Basically exchanges between the lovelorn. And sometimes it is nice to take a little peek in, have some schadenfreude, you know what I mean? Probably you do because you're here. So we'll start to show up. I'm a little bit sick, but trying to keep the energy high, It's probably going to go great. Let's get into it. And thanks for being here, by the way. This OP says, I wonder why her last relationship ended. Let's see, my bio. I'm a single mom who spends her free time getting tea with friends, painting blank architecture, and reading romance novels. I value open communication, a sense of humor. You not telling me after a 10-year relationship that you're actually gay? Let's call it honesty and tons of affection. Yeah, seems like you're carrying around a little chip on your shoulder there, huh? That is far too suspiciously specific. Thank you for letting me know that up front. But I think I'm going to have to politely decline. It's probably not the best foot forward, right? Our next poster says, craziest plot twist ever at the end. So, I'm gonna stay buckled in for that. He says, I'd like to buy you dinner, but I think tonight may not be good because I got work early in the morning, but I'll check. If not, maybe we could do it tomorrow. And she says, I didn't ask you to buy dinner for me. I just don't know, how did you plan to spend time together if not invite me to a restaurant? And OP said, yeah, but I'd like to take you to dinner, of course. I would buy you dinner. I'm saying, of course, I'd love to get dinner with you, but I don't know if tonight will work. That's all. Yeah, I don't know if the communication breakdown is going to work. This is this is not going well so far. She says, for us, wink. For me, it's not generosity act when man invite me to even the best restaurant in Dubai because he is sitting and eating and enjoying with me at the same time and enjoying my company, smiley face. So please don't tell me I buy for you dinner, face palm. And for me, it's not generosity when man takes, for example, to resort like Maldives because he go with me to bang me, spend time with me and enjoy vacation. But when man give me money and say, dear Zarina, buy yourself something nice and delicious for yourself, have a good dinner, it's a generosity. And if man is busy and can't go to vacation with me but gives me money and say, Zarina, take money and go Maldives, please have a rest, you are tired, it's generosity, smiley face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just simpery, but whatever you call it, just come correct and be like, you should give me free things if you want me to pretend to like you. Yeah, I'm not good for that deal. OP says, I think there's just some miscommunication because I am speaking American English. And she says, I can go anywhere myself, smiley face. Text me when you off and we go together, winky face. OP says, I just mean I'd like to have your company. And she said, no, I understand you very well. And my reasoning is deeper, more fundamental. Okay, now you have reformed and escaped execution, devil emoji. This is really weird. I think she just wants to pretend that she's in charge. That would be fun for her. She says, just to let you know that buy for you dinner sounds humiliating. It really doesn't. I'm sorry if you took it that way. There might be some sort of cultural difference there that I don't understand. But where I'm from, generally it's pretty nice to buy a dinner for somebody. OP says, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. And she says, you'll buy for me dinner when you just transfer money to my account or bring me something delicious and let me eat alone, winky face. What a nightmare. No, I understand wanting to be alone, but this is just like blatantly using another human being, isn't it? It's ridiculous. OP, have some self-respect and walk away. Right now, before the big twist at the end. He says, in America, we say, for example, I'd love to buy you dinner or buy you a drink, implying that I'm inviting you to come have a drink with me, like on a date. And she says their entire salary to their wives since the times of the USSR, they really do everything for her and not for themselves and for her. And what about we discuss even if you didn't invite me anywhere, facepalm? She's like consistently disappointed. I can't even really suss out why because the grammar is just that broken. I think what she's saying is that he just wants him to sign over the entire paycheck to her and live at work. Like they never see each other, just money shows up in the mailbox. That would be her ideal relationship. And it does exist, I think. It's like a sugar baby thing, isn't it? But I don't think that's what OP's out here doing. She says, I don't give a crap that in America become very bad, although I love this country and culture, but in your country, stupid women achieve equal rights with a man and work on an equal basis, get paid more than men, while a woman should be sexy and her husband is obliged to provide for her. I graduated from law university with honors, but it didn't help me at all in life. And my mouth courses helped me get a car and 2 apartments from my ex-boyfriends as a gift. Winky face. Yeah, that's the way you want to succeed in life, is it?
Young lady, you should be very proud of yourself.
It was just so hard to do it the other way. I'm just going to do this. Okay, well, you know, we all choose our own paths in life. I don't know if there's a pension plan for being a throat goat. And then comes the big twist. She says black people, no, she said the N-word. They're just sticky slaves who think they're better than white people. And now whites can't even fart towards blacks. Tolerance is everywhere. And white people apologize for being white. Gay people have more rights than hetero people. I should look up to such an America and I should care what is there and how. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I said, there's some cultural barriers here. She's been raised to think a certain way, and you know, I'm not gonna hold that against you, but I'm also not gonna sit here and pat you on the ass and go, yeah, those are great thoughts you're having. At a certain point, it becomes your job to like challenge it. Be like, can you name one right that gay people have that heterosexual people don't? Oh, you can't? Everybody basically has the same rights now. Isn't that interesting? As far as white people apologizing for being white, yeah, could never be me, bro. I stand in defiance of all of that. You don't like me for my skin color? Well, I probably don't like you for being a judgmental fucking tool. So, good, let's just steer clear. How about that? I was about to say separate but equal, but I think that's something else. She would probably agree with it, though. I don't know, man. The Middle East is just, I can't even begin to understand the culture truly. It's taken me years and years to get used to the like face culture that exists all across Asia. And I'd say it's a lot easier to adjust to the face culture than it is to adjust to what's essentially just bigotry. I'm not gonna sign off on any of that. I'm glad she revealed her hand nice and early. Like, it was bad enough. She's like, give me money and go away. But then we come out with all the hatefulness. It's just like, Jesus, you are a terrible individual. Now, is that becoming a product of your environment, or did she always have those like seeds of evil deep down? I can't really say for sure. But like I said, I'm glad we found out. I hope you ghosted after that. Just like, yeah, we're not gonna do all this, all right? All the Maldives bikini pictures in the world can't redeem the evil that's inside your soul. So goodbye. Goodbye forever. We're moving on. This OP says, this is crazy. And he says, dear God, please keep sending crap man her way until she eventually matches with me. Amen. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen. I'm gonna wear down your psyche with some help from God. God gave me this girlfriend. It's a weird way to go about it, but okay. I've seen stranger things work. This next post is sharing a success story. My husband and I met on Tinder 3 years ago and have been married for just over a year. Black chick, white guy, does it mean shit? Maybe. I don't know, but yo, it never fazed me, you know? It's a fucking Kid Rock song. Like 1998, I would have been 11. I didn't know any better. They told me it was cool. As far as your relationship goes, yeah, neat. 1 year and it's still going strong. Better believe it. You get 10 years in, then we'll talk. Then I'll be impressed. I'll be like, oh, wow, Tinder actually did work for somebody. I don't have shit else to say. We're just, yeah, that's it. This OP says, I got that tourism. wrap them big old muscles around me. I want to feel what it's like to be a small mammal or perhaps a bird being squeezed by a boa constrictor. And he says, just say when, and I will definitely do that. And she says, okay, but first we'll have to find a snake costume in your size. Yeah, that's part of it. It has to have real snakeskin incorporated, or I don't want to do it. I don't truly think that guy knows what he's getting himself into, but hey, might be a fun ride. You never know. We'll move on to the next post, but I want to say good luck. Good luck out there with the science facts. This OP says WTF. On her profile, she has 2 truths and a lie. 1, I haven't done it in like 7 years. 2, nobody's ever been in the pooper. 3, my best friend is my ex and we talk every day. Oh, yeah, okay. You got a 33% chance of picking the correct thing for the lie, but no matter what the truths are, you're looking at about 100% chance of a red flag. And I just don't have time to do all that, so good luck. Glad you let me know nice and early, and I'm up and out. This OP says, in the bag, boys. Shut up, OP, and put the fries in the fucking bag. I'm sorry, it came out of nowhere, okay? I didn't mean to come on to you that strong. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, if you had to make a choice between letting a trolley end your future husband or switching it to instead end your cat, which one are you doing? Yeah, it's always good to start off with a tragedy. This will get our relationship off on the right foot. She sends a sad face and says, one's a maybe, one's a definitely. Gotta protect my boy every time. And he said, good answer. I like it. Good use of critical thinking skills. Bro, OP, you are a weird fucking guy. Maybe I don't regret what I said earlier. She says, thank you. I have a master's degree from Disney World. It's kind of funny, actually. He says, oh, wow. Second time I laughed out loud from a text. You're good. This was worth not turning off my nightlight. And she says, lol. I don't get that joke. He says, I'll let you go to bed now, but can you do me a favor? And she says, ear emoji. And he says, can you guess a number between 0000 and 99999? It's a game I'm playing with my son. Any number. She says, lol. He says, could be random. She says, is it my phone number? And he says, I'll have to give it a try in the morning and let you know. And she said, okay, keep me posted, good night. And he said, good night, cutie. Honestly, I'm shocked that any of that worked. Also, charge your fucking phone. He's just like, hey, would you kill your cat for me? And she's like, yeah. And then he's like, well, I don't know how to ask for your phone number. So here's a pickup line that I saw on Reddit about getting your phone number. It's like, you could have legitimately just asked for it, you know, been a human being at any point throughout this conversation. She was sort of a cardboard cutout, not giving you much to work off. But I don't know, maybe she was just creeped out. I am. So yes, to reiterate what I said before, OP, you don't stand a chance. You're not going to make it. Put the fries in the bag. Thank you so much. Our next OP says, here's hoping she didn't read it as yellow. OP liked her photo and she says, hi. And he says, hello, love. How are you? Which I don't know why we're doing the fucking accent, but okay. She comes back and says, hi, sorry. I'm going to delete Hinge. Bye. I don't think it was because of you specifically. Personally, I would have just left that hanging in the air like the stinky fart that it was. Do you have an English accent at all? You just like to do it for funsies sometimes? I mean, that's cool, but that's probably not what you want to open with. First impressions and that. Whatever. Who cares? Not me! Moving on. This OP says, I don't think I've ever cringed harder from a profile. Here's a red-headed lady, and one of her pictures says, instant rice cookers have come a long way since 1945. And then you have the nuclear bomb next to, like, a little, I hate this, dude.
How could this day get any worse? Oh my God.
Yes, I put on my Tinder profile that I'm just sort of a casual racist. Oh, okay, well, I don't think we should probably hang out then. I don't think that's gonna go well. Ooh, Funny joke? Yeah, sure, maybe I could see it, in a stand-up comedy special or something like that. But it's gotta have some lead up. As just a non sequitur? Come on. Where the hell did that come from? Whatever. Continuing on. This OP says, I was really tempted to hit send. She said, I bet you can't get a response from me. And OP said, you can't play hard to get when you're hard to want. I know from experience.
Would you like some aloe vera? You just got burned.
I like it. It's pokey but playful. You get a little bit of self-immolation in there. I'd send it. Fuck it. Even if she never responds, she didn't exactly seem like a peach anyway. I just gotta let you know. Lay it down nice and flat, right? Send it, OP. Do it. You need to. It's good for you. Anyway, next post. OP says, the irony of having this in your profile and then texting like this. This profile says, dating me is like getting a husband and a best friend. If you do not reciprocate the same efforts in return, it will not work, and we will both be wasting our times. That sounds healthy. Yeah, two-way road. I'm into that. Let's see how the text goes. He liked your photo. OP says, what games are you playing right now? I'm currently extremely emotionally invested in Cyberpunk 2077. He says, Dead by Daylight, COD, Apex, Fortnite. She says, why those ones? He says, Dead by Daylight's my favorite game. Yes, okay, but why? He doesn't know. That's why. He doesn't want an emotional investment from his games. He wants to go through a rote series of quick-time events that sometimes turns out slightly differently than other times. This is why I stopped playing Rainbow Six Siege and Apex, because it's just the same bullshit every time. I know what I'm getting, and sometimes that's nice, but it's not healthy. OP says, haha, yeah, I've heard good things about it. I'm more into single players, though. I've played some Apex here and there, though. And he says, Dead by Daylight is single player modes. And she said, oh, I see. What do you like about it? He said, it's just a fun strategy game. Yeah, I'm sure it is. The deepest strategy. Run away from killer, start generator, try not to get put on a hook. I'll admit there's a certain amount of appeal, but like I said, this guy doesn't actually know why he likes it. He likes it because he saw his favorite streamer play it. And then he's like, oh, if I start playing, maybe I'll get to play with them someday. We all get to pretend that there's some modicum of actual social interaction in this game. Which there's totally not. It's just a grind. You level up. Who gives a shit? Play a real strategy game. Europa Universalis 4. Civ 5. Age of Wonders 4. Even like the original Age of Wonders. Shit, man. That's good strategy. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And clearly OP was unimpressed as well. So, good. Your taste in games is rudimentary. Anyway, moving on. OP says, sometimes having fun is more important than the match. Well, that's true. His profile says, the one thing you should know about me is if you say you're 6'1", I'm gonna think you're 5'11". And he says, I'm 5'11", actually 5'10", or does that mean I'm 5'9", which would make that me 5'8"? Oh my god, am I 5'7"? Fuck, I'm getting short every time I think about it. Oh god, help me, I'm shrinking out of existence! And that was it. I agree with you, OP. Having fun is more important. Especially when you're faced with a clearly shallow profile like that. It's just like, okay, I see what you're about, and I ain't playing that game. I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I also read it sloppily. I'm not drunk, but I just thought the first take was good, so that's good. OP says, losing my mustache was a mistake. She says, the people yearn for the mustache. If it's a nice mustache, sure. My wife personally hates a mustache, but yeah, some people probably do yearn for it. OP says, haha, you're not the first one asking me to grow it back out. What makes the mustache so wanted? And she says, couldn't tell ya. Gotta be cracking it. I don't know. A mustache just elevates any man's overall look at least 5 points. Really? That's all it takes? Some fucking hair on your upper lip? Fellas, we got this one in the bag. I'm at least a 12 when I have a hairy lip. She says, yeah, I feel like people are right about the stash. I think it's a different girl. Opie says, wow, you just coming straight at me like off the rip? Call me ugly without the stash? And she says, haha, I didn't say that. You're already cute. The stash just adds. Or am I calling you ugly? Don't back down and then stand up and be a bitch about it, you know? Pick a lane, because before I bring up your muffin top, I really want to be sure. Somebody says, okay, but has the stash returned? And then somebody else says, hi, Michael, how are you? The mustache is a good look. And he says, hi, thank you. Currently growing the stash back out, so I might look a little creepy for a bit before it fully grows back out. Ha ha. And that's so true. I could never get past that point where it looks creepy and ugly. If I just stuck with it for a month, it would probably turn out fine, but I just never got that far. It's itchy. It's horrible. I don't like it. Get this fucking hair off my face! Another girl says, bring back the stash, please. And Michael says, it's on its way back after so many people asking for its return. Haha. I do miss it, so it's kind of a win-win, I guess. Yeah, totally. I'm just a bearded concubine. You tell me what you want. Mustache, no mustache, we'll make it happen. Like, why'd you shave it off in the first place? Probably because some chick told you to. Now a bunch of chicks are telling you to bring it back, so you're like, I guess I gotta bring it back. As if anybody actually ever gave a shit, Michael. Make your own decisions in life, would you please? Thanks so much. Was that harsh? Maybe a little harsh. But Michael needs to hear it. We're moving on. This OP asks, is this a red flag? Not confirming the date. Already, yes. I'm gonna tell you yes. She says, you're the man. You decide. And he says, let's grab pizza tomorrow then. She says, yeah, we could. I'm vegan now. Are you down with that? No, not really. I like a good pizza. You gotta put all the meats on it. Maybe some olives, bell peppers, onions. Oh, matter of fact, whatever you got back there, just fucking throw it on pizza. More stuff that's on it, that's more better, right? You can just pick off the meaty bits. I'll eat all your meaty bits if that's what you're looking for. OP doesn't say any of that. He just says, yeah, definitely. And she says, cool. Do you drink or not at all? And he said, yeah, not at all. Is 8 p.m. cool? And she says, yeah, let's confirm that tomorrow. I like to be impulsive. Yeah, cool. You're such a fucking free spirit. Well, fly away, little birdie. Don't bother coming back. That's just such a weird way to go through life. I sort of understand on some level. I don't like to make plans either, but plans are really important, especially when you're interfacing with other human beings. But she doesn't understand that. Obvious narcissist, center of attention. You wait on me. I'm gonna let you know if I feel like eating pizza tomorrow. And it better not have any meaty bits on it. Yeah, bitch, it's all meaty bits. I put no vegetables on it on purpose. Maybe a mouthful of bread and tomato sauce will teach you some manners. Yeah, red flag, OP. Don't do this. This next OP says, Short Kings, we rise. Oh, good for you, Short Kings. He says, my mom has a son that thinks we should go out sometime. And she says, it depends on your height. I don't like talk men. They are scary. I think she meant tall men. OP says, well, no BS, I'm 5'8". And she says, perfect, and sends the snap. And he says, Short Kings up. Yeah, thank God, you know. You gotta get a win in there every so often, Junior. Proud of you. Should have called him Junior. Kind of a dick move. It's fine. Thank you so much for watching, friends. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video around, join up on the YouTube memberships or the Patreon if you would be so kind. Consistent money every month really does help us out a lot. We've also got merch over on the fourth wall. Screen printed, embroidered, pillows, buttons, whatever you would like. I'm sure you can find it there. And if there's nothing that you would like, well, let me know. Drop a suggestion. I take suggestions in the comments down there. Of course, if you can't afford to throw money around, that's fine. I really do want you to share the video, though. If you think you know somebody who'd like it, go ahead. Open their mouth wide. Shove this down their throat. Nothing like word of mouth. Can't put a price on that. Anyway, whatever you decide to do, I hope that you'll remember, friends, that you're loved, you're worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.